Okay. Welcome to Foundation A class number 2. So, first thing I want you to do, first thing I'm supposed to do if you were actually in front of me, is ask about any new aches and pains so that we can modify things as need be. So I want you to take the time to go through your body and feel, think about any new issues you have or the ones you have had, and keep the awareness of that as you go through this class today to modify and take care of yourself. As I said, yoga is not, a good yogi is not somebody who can do the most difficult pose perfectly with ease, but someone who is actually listening with awareness to what's going on. That is what it's about, their awareness. Another question people have sometimes is, how many times should I do this a week? Like most exercises you do 2 or 3 times a week, but actually most exercises you need recovery time, which is why you only do it 2 or 3 times a week. Whereas with yoga, you don't need recovery, and the more often you do it, the better actually. You may want to take 1 day a week off, like a Sunday or whatever day is a good day for you to take off. And another thing about these is it's nice to do it all together in your asanas, your postures, with the your breathing exercises and your meditation, but you don't have to. You could actually do your postures, your asanas, maybe first thing in the morning. In the middle of the day, take a break and do your breathing exercises. In the evening, do your yoga nidra. Personally, I like doing yoga nidra midday, kind of like a nap. Sometimes that's actually sleeping, but it's totally relaxing and rejuvenating. So again, you can break it up as need be. And a lot of these basic PMA ones are you can do in bed before you get out of bed even. So, for starting for today, please come into a seated position that's comfortable, and we'll discuss that a little bit here. You can sit in a chair with your feet flat, and your legs in a comfortable position. Whatever position you are in, I want to show you, I'll come up closer. If I was sitting here, my knees are up, and then if I was just relaxed, this back here would curve out to be able to sit without, and that would really hurt your lower back after a while. To sit up straight, I'd have to really tense my muscles and work at it, which again would be very tiring after a short time. I take a pillow. It's a firm pillow off the chair. I happen to be in the Shangri-La Hotel in Shanghai. If I do this, then put my knees down, see, this automatically brings the pelvis forward, so I don't have to use muscles to hold it that way, and I can sit like this much longer without, it's not going to hurt my lower back. Another thing are the knees themselves. You want the knees lower than the crests here in your hips. So if they're up like this, that's no good. That's another reason to sit on something. You may have to sit on several pillows, up higher and higher, wherever it is where you can get the knees lower than the hips here. The other issue is you want the knees on the floor. Now, I understand that a whole lot of people can't get the knees on the floor if they didn't grow up sitting cross-legged. In which case, you bring the floor up to the knees. And so you bring a pillow, a blanket, whatever you need, and however many you need to make sure that the knees are rested like this. If your knees aren't resting, if they're up in the air like this, you may think that you're stretching in here, but what you're really doing is inside your body's saying, I need to support that knee, and it's going to be creating a contraction in there. You don't want that. So, as you have to bring your knees up, if your knees are higher, you have to put something under them. It also means you have to bring your, sit on something that much higher for your buttocks to make sure that your knees are lower than the hips. So you need to take time to make sure you're in a very comfortable seated position. And once you get it right, it'll be totally comfortable and for you to stay in for a while. Having said all that, please come into a comfortable seated position for you for our initial relaxation. Going ahead and closing your eyes softly. Sitting up straight, making sure the spine is straight, with the torso evenly balanced left to right. Feeling the balance between the legs, left to right. The balance in the arms as they rest on your knees, your thighs. And your shoulders are evenly balanced. Also making sure that the head is balanced evenly on the neck. And once you have what you think you're evenly balanced, go ahead and move your pelvis forward and backwards just slightly and see if you really are in balance. And the same with your head, moving it left to right, back and forward, until you find a spot where it takes absolutely no effort to hold it there. And then become aware of your breathing. Not trying to change the breath in any way, just notice the breathing. And as you breathe in calmness. And exhale, release any tensions. Breathing in calmness. And exhaling, releasing anything that's happened earlier today or plans for later in the day. And then become aware of the sounds around you. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your shoulders a little bit. Getting ready for the practices today. One of the practices today will be Yoga Nidra again. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Yoga Nidra. I'm going to read it directly out of the Satyananda Yoga Nidra. And I'll be telling you more about it each time. Yoga Nidra, which is derived from the Tantras, is a powerful technique in which you learn to relax consciously. In Yoga Nidra, sleep is not regarded as relaxation. People feel that they are relaxing when they collapse in an easy chair with a cup of coffee, a drink, or a cigarette, and need a newspaper or read a newspaper or switch on the television. But this will never suffice as a scientific definition of relaxation. These are only sensory diversions. True relaxation is actually an experience far beyond all this. This is Yoga Nidra, the state of dynamic sleep. Yoga Nidra is a systematic method of inducing complete physical, mental, and emotional relaxation. The term Yoga Nidra is derived from two Sanskrit words, yoga meaning union or one-pointed awareness, and nidra, which means sleep. During the practice of Yoga Nidra, one appears to be asleep, but the consciousness is functioning at a deeper level of awareness. For this reason, Yoga Nidra is often referred to as psychic sleep, or deep relaxation with inner awareness. In this threshold state between sleep and wakefulness, contact with the subconscious and unconscious dimensions occurs spontaneously. In Yoga Nidra, the state of relaxation is reached by turning inwards, away from outer experiences. If the consciousness can be separated from external awareness and from sleep, it becomes very powerful and can be applied in many ways. For example,